All right, welcome back to Edgewater Air Park. And I gotta tell you guys, there have been many things in my day that I absolutely love. And one of them is dive bombing. Now, for those of you who don't know, dive bombing is my favorite part of World War II aviation history. I love it because there are so many stories around it. There are stories about not only the pilots, but also the radio operators, bombardiers, gunners, all of that stuff. There's so many fascinating and really great history stories. With that, we can combine that with other aspects of our hobby and have some fun. All right, so with our trainer, we can go ahead and build the trainer with a bomb drop episode. For those of you who don't know, I have my own 3D printable bomb drop mechanism that uses one servo. It's really cool. You don't have to have it powered up to reload the bomb or any ordnance that you want to use. It just requires a 3D printer, and the clip just glues to whatever. And that's the beautiful part of it. You can use my bomb design, you can use different bomb designs. I have a large bomb design. It's a roughly 1/6 scale, 1,000 pound bomb, and had big help from Dan Sponholtz to do the modeling for that bomb, because I wanted to make the fins a little bit thinner than how I had designed previously in my other bomb. Scaling up was going to make it really chunky. So with that, the cool thing about 3D printed stuff is that if you lose the ordnance, you kind of don't care. It's semi-biodegradable depending on the material that you're using, but also you can just have a lot of fun with different types of materials and things that you're dropping. Now you can try dropping parachute guys. Don't know how you do that, but you can get creative. You see where I'm going with this? But in addition to that, you can do target practice. So a lot of that depends on factoring in wind as well as angle and making sure that the bomb is going to release. So it's really fun. I highly encourage you to try it. So what I want to do now is get off the runway, even though nobody's here flying. I'm going to get off the runway. I'm going to dig into the Cadet and show you the release mechanism. All right, so we're gonna do a little tour inside the Cadet. I've pulled the wing off, just a matter of taking the two bolts, and I made the wires long enough so that it can just be laid to side. This is gonna come in handy for other things, obviously, servicing the airplane as well as doing towing, but we're not doing that in this episode. In this episode, we're talking about the bomb drop. So the bomb drop is tucked way down here, way down there. See, just using a little 9-gram servo, and with it zoomed in, I'm going to show you. That's it. That's all it has to move. You can use a 5-gram servo for this because it's really that simple. There's a spring inside of the 3D printed mechanism that helps retain it, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You program that little bit. All right, so now with that being said, the position that you put the release mechanism, it's really important that you have it right below where the center of gravity is. The reason you want to do that is so that when you have the bomb loaded or when you drop it, it's not going to affect your flight characteristics. Make sense? Now, in order to do that, sometimes the airplane that you are working on, you have to do some modification. Okay, these airplanes aren't designed to have the release mechanism, but it's really fun to incorporate. All right. Now, with the amount of space beneath the airplane, that's the other thing you have to factor in. It's just like prop clearance. You have to take measurements to make sure that things are going to fit. And I'm telling you right now, it's worth it because it's so much fun. You can just drop stuff. You can bring a whole ordnance of things, and it's like doing touch and go landings. You can drop something, circle around, land, reload, go up, circle around, reload. So much fun to be had, seriously. All right, so with that, we're going to get into doing some flying, and I'll show you, or maybe show you how to destroy a bomb, and go from there. Nice big wing area. Airplane does not care about the weight of that bomb. It's right beneath the center of gravity. So I've got this on my momentary switch. Here we go. And it broke! That's awesome. And that's exactly why I did 3D printed bomb. Because I can 3D print another one if it's not repairable. But that's the cool thing also about 3D printing is that you can just the other cool thing about 3D printing is that because the material that we're using, we can try to just glue it back together. Bumpy runway out there. Well, that's it for this installment. And like I said, guys, if you want to try bomb dropping, it's a lot of fun. Target practice is great and it can really enhance your piloting skills as you try to fly precisely and time things and play with wind. It can get really technical or it can just be fun. Either way, it's a great addition to the hobby. So until next time, continue target practicing with your flying works of art.